My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Advanced Gungeons. Advanced Gungeons. Enter the Dragon. Alright, sure, that's apparently what I think the video game is called. Roll that die. 3! Very close, but I'm afraid no cigar, or cigarette as the case may be, because we're playing the convict. Hells yeah, so no tonic mode on. Convict. I think actually, like, after this non-tonic mode rotation, maybe I just stay on tonic mode from then on. I don't know, it's like, it's starting to feel like maybe that increased level of difficulty is what I need. Because, like, without it, the obvious next location for this series is, you know, finish off the Ammonomicon. So I would need Rubinstein's Monster, which I don't really have any significant degree of control over whether or not I end up with that. And then the exact same again for the High Dragonfire. So if I can't really do anything to go towards those, or at least can't reasonably do anything to move towards those, or move in the right direction at least, I'm probably best served by figuring out some other end goal to aim for. And I've done streaking before. I've proven that I can kind of semi-consistently. I say semi-consistently. Like, you know, 90-ish lich kills in a row is pretty damn consistent. So I can do that. And I could do that on a version of the game that was harder as well, because this game was harder before the Advanced Gungeons and Dragons update. So I don't think it would really be proving anything to do that again. I don't really think it would feel new or exciting to me. So for all of those reasons, I think that increasing the difficulty by adding tonic mode to basically all runs is probably a good idea. A couple of people have suggested the other challenges. I don't find them to be well-balanced, intuitive, or fun to play. So I don't think I'll be including them on, you know, any D20 results or anything like that. I just really don't enjoy playing that game mode at all, frankly. Damn it. Woo. All right, taking 2 hits this floor, both of them, because I was playing a little bit fast and loose. That's okay, we have access to the decoy this floor, which means that... Actually, I don't want to open that room. We have access to decoy this floor, which means that I have the ability to steal if I want it. Seems a pretty good pickup for us. This is the best result that it could have been for us. Because we entered from the top of the map, we knew for a fact that it had to be either Trigger Twins or the Gatling Gull. Gatling Gull stands still for a lot longer than the Trigger Twins do, and as a result, you can get a lot more damage off from the Molotov cocktail. It's worth noting that the Bullet King is immune to the Molotov cocktail. So that's part of why they're not particularly great for the same kind of thing. Okay. More than happy to lead you around the pillar. Ooh, that one got close. You're really trying to keep up some pace here. Damn. Well, nice try, but no cigar on that one. Woo! Gold casing. All right. Pick up 50 right there. As well as Stinger, which is a great boss weapon. So we actually have, like, a lot of our stuff already sold. We've got Stinger, which is enough of a boss weapon to take out basically any boss. So now I'm looking for a room clear weapon. And I should also set up my quick swap. Just making sure that I strafe as far away from that water barrel as possible. Very much appreciate if it didn't happen to blow up for any reason. Not that I necessarily am going to be going down to the oubliette, but it gives me options. 109 at the end of the first floor. Yeah, the delayed blow up on one of those was just a little bit annoying. Oh well. Okay, check for secret room again. Nothing doing there. Check for the secret room adjacency on the other item room. So we've got one blue chest. If that's the pactive chest, I'm very likely to open it. If it's the gun chest, I'm likely not to open it. The only way to find out whether it's the active or passive chest is to open the other chest on the floor. All right. So since this has given us the Old Knight's Flask, which is 2 full hearts of healing per floor, we know that the other one has to be a gun because this was an active item, which means that I don't really want it. I guess I'm getting rid of the Molotov much earlier than I wanted to, but that's okay. I guess I'm also ultimately not taking Hokage. Instead, I'll be taking this key. Now, I've got 3 blanks, so I'm going to blank this location for the possibility of a secret room. Right, well, now I should blank 2 other particularly large locations. There's only one adjacency in that room that would have allowed for a secret room, so I figured I'd just check that one manually. Speaking of checking manually, I'm going to do a little bit more manual work over here. And yeah, it's definitely looking like we just blank another room and then leave. So left of this room, I guess. Peace. So we still have no room clear. That's okay. Second floor, we don't necessarily need one yet. But the floor after, especially as this character, especially without the Molotov, we are going to. So we don't have that much longer until the status quo is just a very, very scary thing for us. Now, thankfully, I do have the Old Knight's Flask for 2 full hearts of healing per floor. Budget revolver is so inaccurate. Damn it! The one to the north was a Cubulon, so I should have known that that was going to continue. I didn't know if it was a diamond attack from a Cubulon or if it was a diamond attack from an oil Cubulon, because the Dice Bulon can roll each of those, which basically is me effectively saying that I didn't know whether or not the shot was going to end or continue. Yeah. Well, we're gonna perfect this block in a fight. Ooh, and a map. Ooh, look at that secret room. Stocked. I do want a weapon from the boss. I am obliged to not take this until I fight the boss. Wow. What? I thought after you saw an item in a store that it was like really, really deprioritized for the rest of the run. Maybe that's not the case. Most roguelites tend to have roguelite or roguelike, whatever your preferred nomenclature for the genre is. Most of them tend to have... Damn it! Just ended up too close. Most of them tend to have some sort of tracker of, you know, items that you have and have not yet seen. Whether it, in that game, be confirmed as, considered a trinket, a relic, a treasure, whatever. an item. Some games. Excuse me, I have a horrible cold. Have to clear my throat from time to time. Let's go. Just gonna make sure that somehow I can destroy the rockets. Well, I had to blank there in order to finish it off, so I don't know if that exactly worked out how I wanted it to. Also, I just tried to roll south, but apparently one single stinger shot is not enough to kill a hole sling. Well, that's good news to know. Because the pole sling over the other side of the map was making my dodge rolls really annoying. Yep, and they survive a single stinger to the face, apparently. Wow. Looks like they actually survive 2 stingers to the face unless they get hit by the bees as well. Ugh, that sucks. That's really, really disappointing. Use the Gungeon hand, I think, for a lot of the room clear, so. Thank you. Ugh, boomerang? Oh, that stuns, actually. It's probably better than the Estus Wasp for us. Why are you there? What is wrong with you? All right, well, that all sucked. I don't want to use that weapon anymore. No. Move this closer to you. This is effectively my mobile shield now. I mean, it worked out in the end. Okay. A lot more rooms left to clear than I thought. It's fine though. We'll open this chest for a fair bit of curse. The RPG, we don't need that. We already have a better version of it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wow, I actually don't have any Archie synergy yet. That surprises me. Archie has synergy with so many things. I know it's not Archie, it's the letter R, lowercase r or something like that, but it's Archie to me, damn it. Speaking of, it's probably our next room-to-room clear weapon. Especially if we ever get a synergy for it. I mean, it's more accurate than our other weapon. Kills more in a single clip than our base weapon. Unfortunately, it is more than a single burst fire to kill a single enemy. Oh my god, it's more than a single bullet to kill a gat. Wow. We have some keys coming back to us at this point. Medal of Valor. Oh, yeah. All right, 30% damage up versus all bosses from this point on. A faster reload speed as well as increased accuracy. I mean, we have a lot of things that need effectively a faster reload speed before they are useful. I mean, RPG in particular. Stinger gets more useful with a faster reload time. One of the big downsides of this gun in particular, as a room clear weapon, especially after you get the synergy for it, so you increase its damage to 5 per bullet rather than 2.2 per bullet, that is also super useful. I forgot what my train of thought was there. Anyway, we need to leave this floor. We're done. Not going to the resourceful rat. I don't think so. Did last run. I'm okay with about that sort of frequency. Although I do think I would go to the resourceful rat more often if I was on tonic mode. Again, because episode length is a thing. Perfect. Yeah, it's taking a hell of a lot to get targets down, but my base pistol would be worse, so... There's not really an excellent solution in this one, unfortunately. Ooh. They are predictive and then some. Okay, that just stunned, like, every enemy on the map. It's pretty wild. Wow. Really, really bad roll on my part. At least I took the hit against armor, so it's not necessarily going to lower our casing output. Do I need more weapons? Yeah, I still need a rune clear weapon is the problem. And especially because we didn't get the master round last floor, we're actually a little bit behind the 8-ball. In terms of like the power curve of the game. Okay. That took a ridiculous amount of time, but eventually someone died, and it wasn't me. That's how I judge a successful day. Damn it! I just wanted to kill that before it actually leapt into the ground. And then it already leapt. We're actually starting to run out of ammunition with this weapon, so... Yeah, life is getting pretty rough for us, I guess you could say. Yep, we're onto the t-shirt cannon now. Gosh, this is awful. Ugh. I'm starting to feel like I should probably just pop open one of these chests. At least if I stand directly along the line, I can land every single shot with no problem. He says he misses a shot. Oops. Ooh, hell yeah. I'm so glad that target got poisoned. Otherwise, they could have been real annoying to deal with. Just because they move so fast. The, like, coal enemies or whatever they're called. I think they are called coalers. Like Cola, Valley, Noah, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're gonna run out of ammunition in this gun as well. I mean, when they don't do damage, so you have to fire, you know, 1 billion bullets to get any effect, yeah, that'll happen. Wow! Stop hitting me! Extremely frustrating behavior to be displaying. All right, back to the R key. Oh, drill. I mean, that's no keys, no keys required for the rest of the game. Hell yeah. That could scarcely have gone better. Ah, we still take combat damage. Damn, contact damage, rather, sorry. course, we still take combat damage. That makes sense. Damn it! Please stop respawning! Alright, well, that's almost certainly the elite room, boss room down there. So we will go to the patches and mending room, patch ourselves up. Excellent. Get 2 hearts out of that. Yay! The fairies just appreciate my sick undercut. That's all they're doing. And that appreciation of my undercut actually gives me health. It's cool. All right, let's go for it. Let's make sure that we don't take unnecessary curse. And now it's boss fight time. Get him, Stinger. Alright, I used a blank there. I probably didn't need to. But it was a kind of careful action. No! We actually took damage there. And it was from an attack that had previously been seeded on the bottom of the screen. Also, it's worth noting that them summoning a jammed bulletkin there, that sucks. I don't even know how much curse we have. I think it's just the 2.5 from the mirror. So it's not super likely that they summon jammed enemies. And yet they did regardless, and it sucked. Oh well. Alright, SAA is a step up in terms of our room clear, so I'm very glad that I held off on opening any chests or anything like that until after we finished the boss. Cool. Anything I want to sell? I mean, there's a lot of weapons I want to sell, but also, they might have synergies with things later, so I don't know. Vorpal gun. 5.0 critic caliber. At the very least, that means this is a pactive chest, so I get to open it. Hey! One of the big reasons that you open blue pactive chests is because they have the densest packed way of gaining some extra Ryan brain load. It's the densest way of gaining extra speed. Shotgun Cola, the Shotgun Coffee, and the Bionic Leg. No, Bionic Leg might be blue. Ballistic Boots are green. Yeah, Bionic Leg is blue. I was talking about the blue chest. Ballistic are green. All right, fair enough. All right, and room clear time. Probably SAA with the low case R on the off. See how the SAA bounces onto a primary target? That's super useful when there's only one target on the screen. But when it's choosing where you're going to be hitting, it can be a little annoying. Okay, so that just stunned the entire map for a really long period of time. Boomerang might be a lot better than I thought it was. So now we have 2 reasons, well, 3, to gain extra coolness. One is for extra drops at the end of rooms. One is for higher critical chance from the Vorpal gun. 0.50 critic caliber. And the final is so that we can get the boomerang up and going more often. Okay. Well, I know that 1 clip is enough. Woo! Hell yeah! Perfect. Get our Rifle quest on as well. Okay, this is extremely powerful. Imagine if I could get that once per room. With, like, an extraordinarily little amount of coolness, we can get that to be a reality. Nope. Let me get the real one. No. No splitting away. You're dying. That's an interesting enemy, but God, it's really annoying the first couple times you take it on and have no clue what is happening. Really? Well, 2 barrages there was going to be enough. Yeah, we've got an extra key in this room. Whatever, I'll come back and find it later if I need it. Bully them! Excellent. Got a ridiculous amount of money for a run that did not have a blood bank or a coin crown. Or the Gilded Bomber synergy. So, that's one thing we can be proud of at least. Every time we reload, this fires a shot behind us. Is that ever useful for us? These guns? No, not really. I would give so much for a single synergy with this gun right now. Got him. Alright. Hell yeah, this is the exact room for a boomerang to be in. Slow down the pace of the entire room, stun everyone so I don't have to move while I try and take them out. Gives me some time to pepper down the ones that need to be peppered down in a certain order. Alright. I forgot about the curse maker here. There we go. Hell yeah! They can actually transition from that into the immediate kind of semicircle spit attack. So for that reason, it's very important that I got the enemy down very quickly there. Alright, so we're entering from the side. Okay, so it's not High Priest. Okay. I used the boomerang super early here just so that I could test whether or not it was going to be an effective item at all during this combat. So I get to know exactly how much I need to worry about keeping it. I forgot that I still needed to put ammunition in the stinger from time to time, so we're going to have to use the RPG for the rest of it. It's okay, though. You can see the RPG is significantly slower, even though we have the Galactic Medal of Valor giving us extra speed. That is on reload speed. It was super important that we kept it cool there and got the Master Round, because we haven't got the Master Round for the last 2 floors, and that's just abysmal. Ooh, camera is one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. And it's because camera goes crazy way faster than any other weapon does. And that's because camera deals damage to every enemy in the room at the same time. So if you get, like, Meat Bun plus a bunch of other things, you can occasionally just walk into a room and then just immediately one-shot everyone. Love it. Excellent. Alright, offhand weapon should be a little less lethal. Skeleton gun? Alright, doesn't have a synergy with anything I want. It's a point of curse that I get to carry around, and it's a bad gun, so I don't really see that one being long for the arsenal, let's say that much. Fine. Devolver! Game. Stop giving me things that are actively bad. I've spoken enough about Devolver in the past. I'm probably not going to rehash my problems with it here. Flare guns still don't have a synergy. Hip holster has a synergy with probably SAA. Yeah, that makes sense. Hip holster and SAA have to have a synergy. So Revolver Ocelot reference, I have to imagine. Pretty good? Pretty good. How does that work into a Revolver Ocelot reference? I'm not actually extremely au fait with the... oh, apparently I can't just Google SAA. ETG. I'm not exactly extremely au fait with the Metal Gear universe in particular. Okay. Coolness is increased by 2, just for having it. Cool. The synergy pretty good is a reference to Ocelot's catchphrase from Metal Gear Solid. You're pretty good. All right, well, now I know. Potion of Lead Skin is technically better, but I could also just not take it. I think I might hold off. Try and buy some ridiculous things next floor. Which, of course, hopes that there are ridiculous things for sale next floor, but we'll see. Maybe that's the case. Ooh, okay. Give me a black mark at this floor and all is forgiven, video game. I say that like you need my forgiveness, but the run's been okay so far. It's just a pretty distinct lack of good room clear weaponry. Oh my god, is the Devolver going to be devolving enemies that I hit with the camera? I wonder. Also, by the way, I am using the camera for probably a significant portion of this run, so if photosensitivity is a thing that you deal with as an issue, you may want to consider that before continuing to watch. I do apologize, there are a couple of items in this game that, that make the screen a little unmanageable. But where I can remember, I will warn. Oh, I thought there was probably a spider in this room as well, so that's why I was going ham with the... I did not know that that dynamite was jammed there. Anyway, I thought that there was a spider in the room as well, which is why I was going ham with the camera at the very start there. This is exactly the kind of room that camera is amazing in. And now I'll stand here. Nice. Ooh, Holy Grail is really good. Elder Blank is really good. Table Tech Blanks is really good. We'll take Holy Grail, and we'll take Elder Blank. And gonna take Blanks as well. You know what? I'm taking it all. We have a hell of a lot of curse right now as well. So we should probably slow down for a second at some point and figure out exactly how much we have. Ouch. I figure I actually just made the game significantly harder on myself. Huh. Picking up that much curse without a way to actually deal with it. Ooh, that could be a problem. One of the reasons that I actually took the... Damn it. Get him. One of the reasons that I took all of that curse there was because I was thinking that this build was lacking in offense. Sorry, defense, but it is offense. We can have access to every blank in the world and we'll still have problems with that. That said, having extra curse is going to make ammunition much more common to drop, so... I fired against that one enemy for a ridiculous period of time, the chain gunner, and then it transformed into a different enemy. With a full HP bar that I now have to deal with. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd be surprised if I didn't end up taking damage there. If you'll just stay against that wall... Almost. Just gonna make sure that I'm not passing the secret room. Actually. Thank you. Finally, we actually got them to change. I mean, maybe because we have Devolver Bullets, or maybe because we have so much curse, Devolver Bullets are good. Maybe. You'll just get the hell away from me, Gungeoneer. Thank you. Never mind, you can just transform 3 times there, so I have to dedicate 50 more bullets to you than otherwise. Yeah, cool. But the fact that we can transform jammed enemies to non-jammed enemies might mean that Devolver is still a good thing to have. Maybe. I swear it just upgraded that enemy. It took it from an Ashen Bulletkin to a red Shotgunkin. I think the red Shotgunkin might actually have more HP than the Ashen Bulletkin, so I think that maybe just straight up upgraded it. You can see my frustration, right? With Devolver rounds, this is a lot more bullets than I would have had to put into any of the individual previous targets. Actually just seems to be getting worse. Ah, what'd you bounce on? I specifically was trying to get you to go into the abyss there. Really? It takes so long to clear a room right now. Ugh. And now I'm just gonna bully you. Okay, chicken flute, foul play, not half bad. Pretty happy to have it. I would very much like to see the other item. on this floor, though. As well as the Forge. If the Forge has something expensive that I desperately wanted, or if a black market shows up, then it's entirely my bad for not having either the ability to steal or any money left over because I bought all of the blank stuff. Hell of a lot of bullets to dedicate for any single target. Oh, what? Transforms them. Thank you for doing that. Oh my god, please stop transforming the enemies. It's striking to me that the publisher for this game, Devolver Digital, have like one of the actively worst items in the entire game. Like, a lot of the items in this game just aren't bad. Like, they might not do anything for you, but they're not bad at least. No, this one's actively bad. The disrespect is so good. Now, every time we get hit, we actually replenish our ammunition from the Holy Grail, as well as blank the entire room. So for those two reasons in particular, our ammunition's not going to be a problem. And any blank synergies are going to be excellent. A hell of a lot of time to sit up here and transform the same enemy 5 times. And get that blue tip down before I transform them? Damn, I can. Wow. Lucky me. It is amazing how much damage these ghosts have already done to themselves. I don't know if I actually need... Wow, that was really bad on my part. I just moved directly into that bullet. I don't know if I even needed to be involved. Okay, I hate this. Whew, made it through though. Next item room. Hegemony? I mean, this is going to have a synergy with the Galactic Medal of Valor, at least. Which also ought to make it basically our best room clear weapon, so we're just going to use this from now on. Unfortunately, the Dice Beetle on there crit, and as a result, rolled 3 attacks at the same time. Irradiated lead or prototype railgun. Well, obviously, I would take either of those, and they would be really, really good. But I spent all of my money already. Which wasn't good. The Stinger is currently firing 2 guns at the same time. Oh, hip holster doesn't fire behind you. It fires in front of you. Of course it's firing 2 bullets at the same time then. I forgot how hip holster works. I was, I think, getting it confused, like a half between hip holster and a half... Hang on. Whew. All right, a half between hip holster and a half between backup gun. Oh yeah, get that master round. I've got a blank when I need it. Start here. Gonna have to go across. Can't go over 4 bullets, or I can, but it's a little more difficult of a gap to make. Damn it! I was so close to the 1 cycle there. Just needed probably to fire a little slower so that we were hitting boss armor, or rather so that we weren't hitting boss armor on that second attack. Dragon down. Take my master round. As much HP as I can possibly pick up. And time to go. Punch it. Alright. At least we get to use the hegemony rifle for for a fair while here. Now, I've had the Hegemony Special Forces synergy before. I've also had the Ruby Forces synergy, or whatever it was called. I can't remember exactly what that one is, but I would very much like to have the Ruby Bracelet if it shows up. Okay, so I don't think the damage of this gun was increased, but it is now penetrative. Now, unfortunately, we've already gone the wrong direction, apparently. Oh, stop transforming them! I'm not dropping the Devolver rounds. I'm just going to be increasingly annoyed at them until they get changed. Use the extra ammunition, though. Did have to make sure that the first thing to die on that map was the shotgun kin, so pretty happy with how that worked out. This has a surprising amount of knockback, really, for a rifle. I do have to remember, when I need it, I do have a Elder Blank there for me. Not that I'll need it in this room in particular. Actually, because one of them is jammed, maybe I do. Damn. If there wasn't a jammed enemy there, we would have been able to clear that much faster. Do you think we keep getting all of these ammo drops, which we're only getting because we are cursed? I am, frankly, astounded that we didn't take damage at the very end there. That is to say, at the very end of the first wave. Nice. Wait a second. Alright, we already got the Ashen Bulletkin on this side of the map. Good. It's 5 per. But I missed the first one there. Cool. Hell yeah. I actually don't even know what we transformed the Gun Knight to there. Oh well. You'll just stay the hell away from me. I'm going to continue firing until you get knocked off the platform or you transform into something that I don't care about whether you get knocked off the platform. That opened so slowly that I was very concerned about what was going to happen. Don't need a bottle, though. One push. Excuse me, this cough. Yikes. Easy clears, and hang on. This hasn't looped back yet. Now has the opportunity to start looping back, but I don't think it has enough space to actually Course correcting. Huh, stop. Stop. Too many things on the map at the moment. I love just casually killing enemies off screen. Because I kind of just remember where they spawn. It's nice. It's a fun and fancy thing to do from time to time. I hate that after all of that, the satisfaction we get is of killing a tiny enemy. Stinger is already refull. Which is a fun way of saying that it has been refilled and it is now full. Thanks to the extra ammunition from the Holy Grail, we can actually now use the camera a hell of a lot. That was a super interesting way to deal with that room. That was fun. Ah, of course, we finally got hit at the very end there. We deserved it, frankly. I want you to know this is not actually the direction I intended to go in. So if this turns out to be correct... No, it turns out to be wrong. Okay. Great. That's okay, though. We have so much ammunition. We'll be fine. I'm just gonna stay out here doing this until we win. Or maybe I'll pitch in a little extra damage myself. I know. A big softie. We'll get him down. And now it's Stinger time. Hell yeah. I'm still amazed by the Stinger not like one-hit killing and like more basic targets right now. Like it definitely seems like it ought to be. So we're halfway through Stinger at the end of the first boss. Definitely using Stinger for the second boss, so that means I'm probably using RPG on the third, because the faster rate of fire against the chest-based attacks is going to be really, really good. That is to say, a fast rate of fire paired with explosive effects, so I'm destroying the enemy's bullets, is going to help me really mitigate a lot of their attack waves. Damn it. Bad movement on my part there. Also really bad movement there. That's kind of surprising. The two things that I got hit by are both things that I feel usually pretty confident in. Alright. Since we got hit 2 times there, we actually replenished ammunition in the Stinger, so we can use the Stinger for the end of the boss fight. Get him. I've had that Elder Blank burning a hole in my pocket for way too long. Had to use it eventually. Got him. And that's the Lich down. For the moment. My name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.